Native Americans and indigenous lands. Native Americans have been around long before the Europeans discovered the Americas, and since the day Christopher Columbus discovered America, they have been struggling to stay on track and even survive. Today, I will be talking about Native Americans / indigenous lands and what turmoil the Native Americans have had to overcome to get to where they are today. During my speech, I'm going to talk about 3 different events throughout history that have not only shaped Native Americans, but have also affected indigenous lands. These 3 events are the Trail of Tears, the Battle of Little Bighorn, and the White Gold Rush, which is currently happening in Nevada today. During this speech, I hope to persuade your thinking on Native Americans and indigenous lands and hopefully help open your eyes to what has happened and what is going on currently in 2022. To start off, I will talk about the Trail of Tears. The Trail of Tears, also known as the Indian Removal, was a relocation of Native Americans off their native land that took place over the course of 20 years, 1830 to 1850. During this time, over 60,000 natives from 5 different tribes were pushed west to be placed on new land so that the government could take control over the east. The tribes involved were the Cherokee, the Creek, the Chickasaw, the Chickaw, and the Seminole tribes from all over the eastern United States. Thousands of people died during this time, and even one Choctaw leader told an Alabama reporter it was a trail of tears and death, which is probably where the name the Trail of Tears came from. This event opened up the creation of some of the first reservations, which housed some of the worst living conditions for Native Americans. Secondly, I'll be talking about is the Battle of Little Bighorn. The Battle of Little Bighorn, also known as Custer's Last Stand, was an armed engagement between the United States Army and a combination of 3 Native American tribes. It is also commonly referred to as the Great Sioux War of 1876. It was a big victory for Native Americans. Although this was a victory for the Sioux tribe, the event caused Native Chief Sitting Bull to flee in fear that more forces would come from the U.S. Army. There have been numerous amounts of losses and victories between 1876 and 2022. But the most recent event that is happening now could be potentially devastating to indigenous lands out west. Finally, the White Gold Rush in Nevada is a current event taking place that is similar to the California Gold Rush in the mid-1800s. Over 17,000 claims have been made to start mining lithium in Nevada, but doing so could destroy Native American land. Over 3/4 of the mining sites take place on sacred native land and will destroy years of tradition and significance to the local tribes. Going through with the mining could be a huge threat to Fort Yuma Cochin Reservation. In conclusion, these 3 major historical events have impacted Native Americans and their lands both negatively and poorly. While one was a great victory for natives, the other 2 events have only hurt what little they already had / have. All 3 events have caused major changes to reservations and how Native Americans live and still live to this day.